Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Arrow Season 7 Episode 8, Unmasked. I'm sorry there haven't been any Arrow reactions. I talked about it a little bit at the beginning of my Supergirl video. Just life has been getting in the way. I have either been too busy to make videos or have just had a terrible run of luck with technology. But I'm back. I am very excited to watch this episode of Arrow. I'm so glad Oliver is finally out of prison. That episode was amazing. I was screaming at the screen when Stanley turned out to not be a good guy. I had really thought he was going to be working with Diaz, so when he wasn't, that was actually a surprise, which was a good twist. But he also escaped and he's out there and he's just a psychopath. Oliver is out, Diggle is able to turn invisible, as we all learn, and also they clearly walked to the prison because there was no car parked there, but it was just, Oliver is out. Hopefully he's going to shave his awful beard thing. And this episode is called Unmasked, which I guess will be to do with the fact, partly, that Oliver, this will be the first time in any of our shows everyone has known the identity of the main character being a superhero. Now, I assume Oliver's going to go out and do Green Arrow-y stuff. Everyone will know it's him, but there's also the other Green Arrows, so perhaps we're going to unmask them, because that would be a good time with the Unmasked, especially if the original Green Arrow, Oliver's around, that person might want to make contact, or Oliver might want to make contact. But anyway, I'm very excited for this. Let's go. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I think Diaz is dead. I'm still not confident, because I'm never going to get that lucky, but Diaz is dead. Who's that? It's the Green Arrow. She's very strong. I'm impressed. Or is he someone that's out to get Oliver? Yes, the Green Arrow is a woman. Awesome. And he's shaved. Yeah, he would be very jumpy. An adjustment to make. He got attacked in the showers.
Missed that.
I miss them.
I think there's the city I was in cuffs. A lot of people are mad at me.
Let them see you for who you really are.
Exactly, Oliver.
Without a mask.
I'm glad that he's not just magically okay, because he wouldn't be
Probably right.
after everything he went through. But also they're so cute. I'm so happy for them. But I'm glad it's not glossing over the fact that Oliver will be struggling.
For the rest of my life.
With everything he went
Of
through.
course I remember. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary. I should have bought you a present. I'm sorry I didn't. Actually, no, other people don't bring presents for anniversaries. What am I talking about?
Right there.
Cat McNamara. Clary Free. I wasn't sure what timeline she's going to be in. It's interesting that she's in the future.
You ever think about running for office?
I mean, everything he said was true. But I wonder if that's going to sort of talk. It's going to be some of what starts the Glades rising, whatever happens.
Thank you.
I love Felicity so much. I know I said it before, I'm so glad he hasn't just magically bounced back into being exactly how he used to be. Because he wouldn't.
History.
Wasn't he in season 1?
Crapping at me and Tommy at your club.
Yeah.
Oh, you slept with my wife.
Taking a while to get those sea legs back on.
Speaking of, you thinking about getting back out there? Trying that old suit on?
Give him maybe like
No,
5 minutes.
Not just...
Oh god. Green Arrow! Is this the Green Arrow? Because what is she doing?
There is a reason why the anti-vigilante law exists.
It could have also been a stunt.
Look, I know how this looks, but this wasn't the
Yeah,
Green Arrow.
just someone wanted to support the anti-vigilante bill,
That you know of.
would just do that so that everyone would agree with it.
Investigative consultant like The Mentalist. I love that show.
I can't think of it.
You tore my ass in jail.
I'm really sad I missed that.
What else do you know?
I love Oliver not being in prison. Makes me very happy. We saw from prison that Oliver is not rusty. He was jumping over those bars. But he doesn't have a bow and arrow on him. Who needs a bow and arrow? Okay, he might need a motorbike.
Really? Because I could have sworn the story goes it's because of you. Hey.
I'm very intrigued by what happened and why the rest of America just let a city just destroy itself.
Why the hell should you care about any of this?
He's a good person.
None of my security measures triggered.
Oh god. Oh god. Who's this? Oh, the impersonating Green Arrow person. He's been home 5 minutes. Yep, Oliver. There's a lot that you need to talk through. She's not fired that before, has she? Did she have that gun legally? They need to talk.
Because of you. You were the one that decided all on your own that you were going to sacrifice yourself, leaving your
They definitely have this to talk about. You're gonna work through it, guys, but
I had to figure out how to survive.
yeah, they need to talk about all this stuff.
How could you possibly think that?
She wasn't weak.
The old you is the person I fell in love with.
So is the new Felicity. She's still there.
She's not coming back.
Changing doesn't make a little bit doesn't make you a whole new person.
Your dad came up with it.
I don't know.
Right before everything.
This season, then.
On the inside of your father's.
So that means Roy's going to come back soon to the present. That's good.
Started seeing the best parts of your dad in you.
That's nice.
The strength.
Hey, why, you recognize that?
It's so cool because Bella's from season 1.
It's time the mayor realizes that.
I'd like her to realise that. Don't know that she will.
But you have to be sure.
Have this
It's his
taken away
life.
from the vigilante because they were hoping it was you.
It's the first time we're going to have a main character doing it with everyone knowing who he is. It's so cool.
Cycle of violence.
So you're going to keep William away to try and break him from the cycle.
Accountability. Don't you need this?
Everyone knows who it is. And kind of the whole point of this particular mission is that everyone knows it's him. Knock him out with lamps. I love them not even looking. Those people got more than a casual night out. I feel so weird to just wander into the like precinct in the outfit of the Green Arrow.
As of today, Mr. Queen is officially working for the SCPD. He's no longer a vigilante.
That's a good way around the bill for now.
This isn't over. Not even close.
All Oliver does is help the city woman. Oliver needs to go and talk with Felicity. I knew it was too good to be true that he was dead.
Remember me?
I'm just gonna cry now.
Remember my husband?
Just leave him locked up forever.
We need your help.
I
guess it's time to pay my dad a visit.
So he's still in the Glades.
Successful arrest of Max Fuller, assisted by
Okay, they need to talk now.
It's like you're famous. Again. Could you have imagined this was best?
They'll work through this.
Not ever.
Ooh. Another sibling. Really? Fair enough. Everyone's related to everyone in these shows. Is this the same teaser that was after Supergirl? I really enjoyed that episode. It was really refreshing to kind of feel like we're getting back on track with the show. And that's not me saying that I didn't enjoy the previous episodes. I really, really did. But I think having Oliver out of prison, it's going to kind of be like a breath of fresh air for the show all over again. And I'm really excited. I love the concept of Oliver working unmasked with the SCPD. I think that would be the only way you could really get faith back in the police, because the vigilantes are so effective and useful, especially when they're not killing people like Oliver doesn't. So I'm really excited by that, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see how it goes forward, and I hope the mayor eventually comes around, because it's going to be quite tiring if she doesn't. Also, like I said, I think in the reaction, I'm really glad that they didn't have Oliver just be his old self. Going through some experience like going to prison, it affects you, it changes you, and it's not necessarily, you know, it's not permanent. He's not always going to kind of struggle with conversations and things. Like, old Oliver could effortlessly respond to reporters and talk to them because it's all his life. You know, reporters have been asking him questions, he knew what to say. This Oliver isn't quite sure what to do, and I love Felicity stepping up and being there for him. Now, Oliver and Felicity, relationships hit hurdles. That's a thing that happens, and I think that's something that I'm always advocating why couples can stay together in the long term in TV shows, is because if you want to, you can throw a hurdle at them. They will get through this, because at the end of the day they love each other, and that is what matters. Now, they might need some time to Felicity to work through the issues of everything she went through and all the things she had to do, the mental state she had to be in when Oliver was in prison, the fear for him and for herself and for William, and the steps she took. You know, that was very extreme for Felicity, and I don't think she's lost herself. And I guess she'll be a different person to who she was, but people change, we change all the time, we grow, we change, and that's okay. But I think at her core, at her heart, she's still Felicity, and they'll be fine. And the same with the ways that Oliver has changed. Right now, they're a little bit skewed, but they will come back together because their love is so strong, and it would be really stupid writing, to be honest, if they didn't. But they will work through this and be stronger than ever for it, but it's natural that after going through an experience like this, couples will struggle, because any huge event that happens in life, relationships can be rocked a bit, and I think strong ones like Oliver and Felicity's will get through it. It also helps explain a little bit more why they don't bring William home straight away. I think obviously they want to make sure things are stable, but also if their relationship's a little bit iffy and they're trying to work through that, bringing a kid into that is going to cause even more issues, so that would help explain that. Then we have the vigilante, the new Green Arrow, who is Oliver Anthea's sister by the looks of it. Now I think we knew that Robert Queen had lots of affairs, so I suppose it stands to reason that he would have had one and actually had a kid from it. I mean, fair enough, Moira also had a kid from an affair, so of course, yeah, she's not Thea's sister at all, is she? But she's sort of Thea's sister, you know what I mean. Everyone in this family until now was pretty awful with affairs and not being faithful, so that's a good twist. I'm intrigued to see where it goes with it and quite what she's up to. Is she also trying to do Robert's legacy? But why would she be doing Robert's legacy? There's more to that to come. I think as much as it was a good twist, it's not like my favourite twist ever, if that makes sense. I think they probably could have done more interesting things than having a lost child of Oliver's sister or whatever. But I'm intrigued to see how the show's going to approach it, when Oliver's going to find out and things like that. Then we've got the flash forwards, which I find very interesting. I'm very intrigued. You know, Kat McNamara was the main character in Shadowhunters, you know, one of my absolute favourite shows, so it's really cool to see her in something else and to be playing this character. I'm intrigued by what she's up to and everything with the bomb, but I still find the future flash forwards are very interesting, but I really hope, if that is the future that all of our characters are heading towards, and that is just so depressing. No one's going to be happy, everyone's going to be miserable, so they've got to surely find some way to change it, haven't they? There's got to be some sort of time travel in which they stop when, like, Dinah commented and said something like, when it all happened, there's got to be some way to stop it all happening, to pull us back from that brink. Otherwise, what was the point of watching all these episodes of all this show, because it's just miserable in the future. So I hope that's going to happen, or it's going to turn out there's a different timeline, a different Earth or something, but I'm interested in it, and I find every step that we've discovered with it fascinating. I think Roy's going to turn up in the present, because if he knew about the tattoos, then that surely means he was around during the present. So yeah, I am excited to see where it's going next. I can't wait for the crossover, even if that teaser was the same one as Supergirl. They clearly don't have faith that everyone watches all 3 of the shows. But yeah, that was a good episode. Thank you for watching.